Bye-bye.
We're gonna start with we start. I think Ms. De La Garza here. So before we start, Ms. De La Garza, I'm gonna just read the statement. You probably know about it. Just a public comment. So the next item on the agenda is public comment. Public comment portion of our meeting is available to members of the public who wish to address an agenda to be considered by the board on tonight's agenda. Anyone who wants to speak during public comment must sign in prior and list the agenda item they want to discuss. Each public comment speaker will allowed a maximum of 3 minutes. And any public testimony speaker who requires, will receive, I'm sorry, up to 3 minutes to speak. The public comments portion of the meeting will allow all speakers who have signed up before the start of the meeting to address the board at this time regarding an item on today's agenda. I ask that you not discuss students who are not your own child. Policy DGPA, FNG, and GF are available for specific complaints regarding employee, parent, and community member complaints, respectively. Thank you. Our first speaker is Ms. Alma de la Garza, and she will be discussing Teach for America contract. And Ms. de la Garza, you have 3 minutes.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. First, thank you, Donna ISD School Board, for allowing us to speak regarding our concerns with the item on the agenda that deals with Donna ISD entering into a contract with the Teach for America organization. My name is Alma de la Garza, president of Donna TSTA. Quite a few years back, the great shortage in some key education areas made the Teach for America program a reasonable option to recruit and bring in degreed staff to teach in those shortage areas. Every campus had at least a few staff members who were hired from the pool of staff offered by Teach for America. However, today things have changed and we don't have those shortages areas anymore. Currently, we have some campuses who have co-teaching teams. Today, the district should be able to hire teachers who are meeting all necessary certification requirements, professional, and all necessary bilingual or ESL certifications. These teachers have a complete understanding of our students, as they themselves are from our area and understand our culture and lifestyle here in the Valley. We have a great school of education in Edinburgh and Brownsville, and we have the interest of many of our very own Valley graduates who want to work in education. These new educators want to work and grow professionally in the Valley, and the likelihood of them staying and making education a long-term career is highly likely, in contrast to the short-term stints that TFA staff offer. For the most part, it is a 2-year stay, and that is only so that they can eventually seek some professional benefit like making their resumes glow and some professional work or also meet loan forgiveness requirements. Who will benefit in the long term? Not the students, and certainly not the district. Why pay for something so unstable knowing that you could hire professionals who are prepared to work long term without paying a recruitment fee? Let's invest in helping our current teachers succeed and have a better professional experience. The ones that are new to the profession, the ones that need additional development and who want to make this a career and have the commitment that is really needed to make this district move and meet set goals. Please don't vote for the recommended contract. Thank you and stay healthy.
Thank you, Mr. La Garza. And our next speaker is Miss Linda Estrada. I don't know if she's online. If not, we're gonna have. Okay, Miss Estrada. Okay, great, Miss Estrada. So we have 3 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for all the support you've been giving our staff here and our students and our parents, like Dr. Garcia mentioned. I'm going to be talking about the compensation and benefits. The impact on all of us of the coronavirus is evident and should be taken extremely seriously. Many employers are struggling with keeping essential employees on the job due to the deadly health risk involved in the unknown enemy that we are all facing. Therefore, many essential workers are finding themselves making hard decisions every day to go to work, compromising themselves and even their families. They are compromising their families when they leave their children at home, praying and hoping that they will stay indoors and not be exposed due to them not having proper supervision. Hazard pay is a form of extra compensation given to employees for performing dangerous duties and which can cause an employee exposure even with protective equipment or safety measures. This pay is to help the employees feel less distressed. So we do believe that hazard pay should not only compensate the employees a fair and reasonable hourly wage for the risk they are being placed under in the current situation, but this wage should also factor in the additional cost of home care, child care, and additional stay-at-home costs that are incurred when you have children at home to care for. To be able to have the additional funds necessary to secure home child care is critical, and it will give the employee peace of mind. We will know that our children will be taken care of and not expose themselves to unnecessary virus threats when they are being left alone or in the care of older siblings. Please consider these factors when determining what compensation rate should be for all of us risking our health and that of our families. Thank you, and again, for all your support.
Thank you. Now next on our agenda, we have consent agenda. Is there any discussion or clarification on the consent agenda? If not, I would need a motion.
Dr. Azaiz, I just have one question real quick. And I did read all the responsibilities of the district and of the Teach for America, but correct me if I'm wrong on the contract that we have here that we're approving briefly. This does not make it mandatory that the district must hire these teachers. It's just giving us the option, correct?
Yes, Doc, good point. It's an MOU. It's pretty much in case, remember, this was planned way in advance, and it's
Right.
only allow us in case we need, Doc, is for
Right.
us to out to TFA. We doesn't mean necessarily we have to hire 1 or 10. No, it's just an MOU just in case we need some extra teachers. Correct.
Perfect, got it. Okay, no problem. Thank you, sir.
No, thank you.
Thank you. There's a motion on the floor.
I make the motion to approve consent agenda as presented.
I second
Motion
it.
made by Dr. Valdez,
I second.
second by Colonel Perez. Mr. Guerrero? Mr. Guerrero, how do you vote? Can't hear him. Okay, Ms. Reina, how do you vote?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Guerrero.
Yes, this is Valentin and I approve on the consent agenda.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Reina?
In favor.
Okay, Mr. De Los Rios?
In favor.
And I also vote in favor. Dr. Mary was not able to attend, so I also vote in favor and motion passes. Now we're going into the Governance and Conservator Monthly Report for February 2020. It's only a report from Mrs. Romero.
Good afternoon, Madam President, members of the board, Superintendent Azaiz. I have the February report, but before I go into that, I would like to say what an amazing job the district is doing in providing instruction for the children and making sure that all the kids are fed and providing that staff stay safe. So I would like to thank you for that. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, good. I have the February meeting, and really everything pretty much has stayed the same. There are no changes to it. The only thing that I would like to caution the district is on the end of the governance section, where we did have a board member that stayed during the grievance hearings for his spouse. I would like to caution board members that whenever we have a grievance with where the board member is related to the grievance, that we should not have that board member present during the deliberation that the board makes, or during the hearing of the grievance by the attorneys and so forth, because we are putting the district in a compromising situation when you all will finally decide on the outcome of that grievance. So I do want to caution you on that. And on pretty much the business section is still the same. Mrs. Cancino still has some staff that she needs to hire. I know that the positions are out there. I don't know how many applicants she's gotten, but she does need to hire at least 3 staff members in the very near future. I know she's getting very busy with the budget process, and she will need to be looking into hiring this position. Then on the academic accountability, really pretty much all of that is at a standstill because of all of this. We're barely just keeping up with instruction, the staff is, and no assessments are being done. Those have been suspended for the time being, so we'll just have to see. I have talked to Mr. Rana and Dr. Azeves, and as soon as the kids come back to school, very first thing they need to do is do some benchmarks to see where the students are all at in view of the instructional process that is taking place right now. But that would be across the board anyway, because everybody's being taught the same way right now, and everyone has different, some are using packets, some are using computers and so forth, so we'll have to see how well they've done. On the other matters, everything else is pretty much the same, and I know we were getting those reports on the health insurance, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see when the next time we get that, but we had settled on 3 months. So we'll just wait and see where that takes us after all of this. But I have to commend the district. You're doing a really good job of providing instruction to this. And that pretty much covers my report. Any questions? Hello?
Any questions, anybody?
No questions, ma'am. Not today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Romero. Next, it's the time is, now we're going into to adjourn our meeting. We need a motion.
So move.
A motion made by Mr. De Los Rios,
I second.
second by Colonel Perez.
I vote in favor.
I'm sorry, Ms. Dr. Valdez?
Favor?
Ms. Reina?
Favor.
Guerrero, Mr. Guerrero?
Favor.
I also vote in favor. Motion meeting adjourned. The time is 12:14. Thank you. Stay safe, stay united, and let's stay together, and we'll pull through this together, and we'll be okay. Take care of your families and take care of yourselves, and be blessed.
Blessings. Ciao. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay, sir. The meeting's over, sir.
Thank you.